episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Primesefe West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about how to identify wicked souls, and negative entities in the world today. Very interesting topic. And I have to bring out this topic as a result of the reactions I got from the last video where I talked about the Zelensky vampire, this evil-minded or negative entity that have been trying to push the whole world into a kind of third world war. These little rats from Ukraine, that small boy, won't cause problem for everybody, make the world get problem, make they fight nuclear war. Can you imagine? Uh, this boy is a kind of negative entity that have been created, nurtured by the West to instigate a worldwide catastrophe, holocaust, that will set this earth backwards to the Stone Age. This boy is a very wicked soul. So is all the other Western leaders that is backing him. So I want to talk how to identify these people, because when I put out that video, I was able to discover that we have a lot of negative entities in the world today. In the body of people, and many of these people, they are white people, as in Caucasians, people in that so-called Europe. These people are people that they don't want peace, and they are evil entities. They are evil creatures, but they appear human, they look human. You think they are human beings. They are not human beings. They dress up, they eat, they speak English, they try to be they pretend to be like normal people, but they are vampires in human form. Today I will talk about how to identify all these kind of vampires. So when you see these people, you will know them, and you will learn how to be avoiding them, and how to live your life in a way whereby you cannot allow them to be vampirizing you. Because these people, they pretend to be good people, they prey on your ignorance. So they take advantage of you when they know you don't know who they are. You think they are some good people, they come like the angel of lights, like they are a person that is supposed to be a client in a shining armor. But you don't know that they are a raving demonic entity that is there to consume you and destroy you. The way these people present themselves, when you see them, you go, this is they be cake and stew. But you don't know, so they be foul, smelling foul creatures. Today I'll be talking about how to identify them. The first thing you need to know is that these people, they are enemies of truth, because naturally they are negative entities. Negative entities. Okay? They hate truth. Because when there is truth, there is freedom, there is understanding, and there will be harmony. So what these people will first do is to poison and corrupt all the truths that is out there, pollute it. And where there is ignorance and where there is confusion, misunderstanding, this is where they strive. They start spreading their wings, doing their things in the world. Now you're going to find a lot of these people in Europe, in the personification of the so-called European leaders. Those ones you see in the news, people like those ones that call themselves the NATO leaders, European Union leaders. In fact, all these people that are supporting this Ukraine to fight Russia, all of them are negative entities. They are wicked people. They are all vampires. They are not human beings. Don't look them with the eyes of human beings, because for some people to come together and say that you want to fight a war that will lead to a nuclear war, because of what? Because of a piece of land that is not even yours. You want to destroy another people. You have been trying for so long to destroy the Russian people, which are the original Slavic people, and they have done a lot of evil things to Russia. If you notice very well, you'll find out that the way Russia thinks, the way the Russian people think, is totally different from the way the people of the so-called Western Europe think. They are not exactly the same people. People of the Western Europe, as in France, Britain, and the German, and those people, they are all about world domination. They are all about enslaving the whole of humanity. These are the people that started this Western colonization, that colonized Africa. Their modus operandi, their characteristic is about stealing from other people. This is their character right from the time that their ancestors were the Neanderthals. They have always known only how to steal people, steal from people, kill and destroy. They are bloodthirsty beasts. For you to understand the nature of these Neanderthals and where they are now, there's this book called the Iceman Inheritance. I have talked about the book before, a long time ago on this channel. You need to get the book of Iceman Inheritance. Okay, it's a very good book. This book explains the nature of the mentality of the Caucasian. Okay, the Caucasian mentality. It's a mentality that is based on criminality, based on might is right, based on unfairness, based on on evil, or homegrown evil. This mentality was originated from the time of the Ice Age, where these people were kind of trapped in a kind of ice uh, situation. Snow was all over the Western Europe, and they could not find enough food, and they have to survive by any means possible. And they started eating each other, brutalizing each other, living anyhow. This kind of situation gave this race a mentality of brutality. They don't like peace. They don't like equality. They always feel that they don't have enough of anything. And they have this innate enviness in them. No matter how much you give to them, these people, they are never satisfied. They are never satisfied, and they will never be satisfied. So they get their kicks from feeding on the blood of other people, feeding on the pain, on the misery, on the sorrows of other people. So these people now, these Neanderthals, they have evolved into what we now know as Caucasian today. The closest thing to the Neanderthals are the Caucasian. Yes, they are never satisfied. Always envious, always hateful, always jealous, always greedy. This is the mentality of these children of these people of the Western Europe. And you see them today in the world. Despite all they have, they are still not satisfied. They still don't want peace and happiness in the world today. These are the people that we call the negative entities living in human form. A lot of them have these evil spirits. This evil spirit of lie, if you look at their religion, it's a fake religion. The Christianity religion is designed to enslave people, to feed on people. It's a parasitic religion. They created this religion. If you see at their world system, they say they are practicing this kind of democratic system that is very unfair to the rest of the world. They say they are helping Africa with United Nations, World Health Organization, UNICEF, and all this. What they are doing with all these aid organizations in Africa is to steal natural resources from Africa, is to poison our education, poison our culture, poison our spirituality, and steal anything they can carry. All these aid organizations, we need to kick them out of Africa. I've been saying it for a long time. Recently, we see the revolution with the USAID, something that they say they create to be helping people. They are actively sponsoring terrorism all over the world, killing people, creating misery. So anything you see, this race, they are not good people. Make I just tell you, they're not good. Okay, they're not good. You have to be careful when you're dealing with these people, especially these people from the Western Europe, and many of them are in America. They are also in Canada. They are children of Neanderthals. Okay, they hate truth. And another characteristic of these people, they hate peace. They have this innate misery inside them that they like to spread misery all over the world. When they see people peaceful, they are not happy. They are not happy. If you notice one thing, uh, recently they created this coronavirus. Okay, the coronavirus was another issue. You will notice that immediately this war started in Ukraine. Once the war started in Ukraine, it's like the virus disappeared. People not going to die again. I don't understand though. Okay, I not just understand what happened to that place, but the way it was before, all the restriction, all the airport distance, all the marks and everything, immediately Ukraine war starts. It's like that one can't disappear. We not gonna know this thing. Oh. So we can't happen. Wait till they happen again. We not understand now. Ukraine war the reign. The Ukraine war was there until Gaza Palestine war started, but that is not the issue for today. But one thing you need to know about these people is the issue of lies. They lie a lot. Truth need to do their mouths. Truth you can't find truth in their mouths. When they say one thing, they mean another thing. When they say one thing, they mean another thing. These are people that you know that they are not straightforward. Anybody that always lie is an evil person. Okay? It's an evil person. Anybody that always lie, you should know about this. Okay? So you have to be careful about this kind of people. They say by their fruit you shall know them. Now we see the situation of Ukraine and what is going on in the world. And you see, these people don't want peace. All of them have been fighting Russia since the beginning. They were pretending that they were bystanders before we know what was happening. They took active part in the war. Despite all the things they have done to Russia, Russia have managed to take some territories from Ukraine. They did this all in conjunction with America. So now America have decided to pull out of this war because the war is going nowhere, and Donald Trump is very wise to see that this war will drain all their resources, and at the end of the day, it might turn into a third world war and it will be bad for everybody. So President Trump is pulling out, have decided to pull out, and is sowing for peace. But these Western leaders, they still want to continue fighting. Now, I wonder how they think they're going to fight Russia without the help of America. I don't know how they are going to do this, but what will happen for sure is that a lot of their soldiers is going to die. They are trying to put boots on the ground. All those soldiers, many of them will die, as the Ukrainian soldiers have been dying. So, Russia will still take more territories from Ukraine. So the position of Russia is not going to damper. They will still benefit more from this exchange, whether you like it or not. God has blessed Russia so much. They are in a very, very formidable position. They have been through a lot of things, and they understand how the people in Europe think. This is the difference between Russia and Africa. Same way Western Europe hate Russia, the same way they hate Africa. But African people have not understand who they are dealing with. A lot of Africans still think that Europeans are their friends. Still think that all these aid organizations, they are still their friends. So they are just picking Africa, just messing up Africa the way it is. But Russians have realized a long time ago, and they have been able to create a system that is independent of any other people in the world. Same thing we need to do in Africa. We need to learn how to be independent. We need to build our own systems, our own technology, our own stuff. So we have a lot of good things to learn from Russia. So I don't see Russia as an enemy. I see Russia as a people that is simply protecting themselves. They are always in protecting themselves and their own interest and their own future. So Russia is not an enemy to me. Any same person that is saying Russia is an evil person, that person is a negative entity. It's an enemy to truth. It's an enemy to humanity. It's an enemy to this world. Anybody that is seeing anything wrong, that is still calling the war Russia invasion of Ukraine, that person is not a good person. When you see the language they are using in their television stations, you will know that the negative entities, the vampires, they are in control of a lot of things in the world. And they try to deceive people with their media narrative to say that Russia is the bad guy. How many countries have Russia colonized? What is the evil that Russia have done in this world that America have not done a million times over, that the Western world have not done a million times over? Show me the evil things that Russia have done, and I will show you the evil things that the Western world are still doing today. So I don't see anything wrong with Russia going into Ukraine, because they can't allow nukes to be in Ukraine. They can't allow NATO to spread to Ukraine, to surround them. This is the plan of NATO, to destroy Russia from the beginning. And Russia knows this plan and will never allow it to happen. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. So if NATO does not decide to say they want to go into Ukraine to put their missile dumps there, Russia would never have gone into Ukraine. This is simple as that. To stop this war, NATO needs to cease its expansion into Ukraine. Ukraine will remain neutral and nothing will happen to it. Very simple thing to do. But Ukraine have refused in the person of this Zelensky puppets. Instead, they wanted to fight it out with Russia. Of course, the Western world is so happy. Finally, they have a battlefield. The war is not affecting them directly. The war is affecting Ukraine directly. So they can keep this going for as much as possible. It's a good thing for them. They are fighting Russia indirectly. What they do, send weapons to Ukraine, send criminals to Ukraine, send the Nazi-haired racists, all their jailbirds, send them all to Ukraine to go and be fighting Russia. And they can die there. And Russia too, we die. Nothing will happen to UK, nothing will happen to France, nothing will happen to Germany, nothing will happen to this is a good thing for them. And they want to keep it going. They believe they still have a lot of resources, a lot of bullets, that they want to kill as much Russians as possible. This is their belief, that if they keep the pressure, Russia will crack. But I don't see Russia cracking. I see Russia, when it gets too much, Russia will have to bring out the nukes. And it will be good night for everybody. This is what they are playing with. This is not going to end well. I don't see this war ending well if it continues. It's not going. Even the so-called America knows that it's not going to end well for any of them. So it's better to settle this thing right now. Make peace. Everybody go house. Already the territories taken by Russia is not going to go back to Ukraine, because all the Russian assets in Europe have been frozen and stolen. So Russia is not going to give any land back to Ukraine. When our people have died on the soil, you say we're going to, no, it's not going to happen. Okay? So those are now Russian properties, and it is going to remain so. This is the same thing the Israelis did in Palestine during the 6-day war. All the territories they took away from Palestine became Israel lands, and they are still taking more today. So what these people are trying to do, they feel that maybe if they put a lot of pressure on Russia, they can take some of this land back. It will never happen. Instead, Russia is going to take more territories. If you cannot do this with the aid of America, what makes you think that they cannot do this by themselves? Can you imagine? When America joined Una, they fight Russia, Una cannot take this land back now. You want to fight by yourself. You think you can still take any land from Russia? It's impossible. Russia will end up taking more territories from Ukraine. Ukraine will get smaller every day. Okay, these winches, they know this. Now, what will happen to the rest of Ukraine? They are giving money. When the midget was rejected from Washington, he went straight to London. The next thing, the London people say they gave him 2 billion or something in loans. Not free money, in loans, meaning Ukraine will have to pay back. So how will Ukraine pay this money? they will still have to give some of their mineral resources to European countries. Same deal America is asking for. So what is the point? What is the win situation there? It's not a free war. All the money they are giving to Ukraine is loans. Ukraine will pay back, and they will pay back with their natural resources. At the end of the day, they will still sign off their natural resources to the rest of Europe. So Ukraine is going to be shared into tiny pieces like a packet of biscuits among the so-called European leaders. So we see that there are also vampires claiming to help Ukraine, and they are also vampirizing on Ukraine as well, because Ukraine will pay back those loans, and if Ukraine cannot pay back those loans, they have to share portions of the natural resources they have there to these European countries. So it's a win-win for them. Okay, so America won't be part of that deal in the end. This is what will happen. So they are not doing this Ukraine any good. The only loser in this war will be Ukraine. The only loser will be the people of Ukraine. Russia is not going to lose. European Union is not going to lose. America is not going to lose. They are going to pieces Ukraine into tiny pieces, and they will vampirize it. This is what will happen. So this is the truth. But the people that are vampires and negative entities, they love lie. They don't want to see this reality, or they don't want to address the white elephant in the room, which is the vampiric nature of Europe, of always aiming at them, feeding on the weak, taking advantage of the weak. They don't care who you are, whether you are white, black, you are their brother. If they see that you are weak, they come and feast on you and take what they can take, and they leave the carcass there. This is the way, the mentality of the Heisman inheritance. This is the Neanderthal mentality, which is perpetrated by the modern day Caucasians. So I don't know if the leaders of Ukraine have seen this, but me, I've already seen it here from my little shrine here with my candle. I don't already know, saying so it could be. It is common sense things that if you can see the truth analysis of the world, you will know that this is how things is going to end. So the best way forward is peace, but they will not go for the peace. So they will either live a lie, a fake life, and end up with nothing in the hands. Okay, this is what will happen. Anything further than this, they can't defeat Russia. This is one thing for sure. Then number 4, the negative entities, they love destruction. This is what they are also aiming for. Even as we are managing this world with climate change, global warming, and all the problems we have, the negative entities, they are still not happy. They still want more destruction in the world. They want a nuclear war. They want people to die more. They want to see people developing different forms of cancers. Already they are using depleted uranium in Ukraine. Any little war they're fighting, they always use depleted uranium ammunitions to kill people, to spread cancers, to create all kind of abominable things we are not supposed to be saying. So they want it on a large scale. They are planning of using dirty bombs, or using nuclear bombs. All these things with what we destroy this planet. Anybody that is pushing for continuous war with Russia is aiming for nuclear holocaust, which will not favor anybody. The only people that will be happy are children of wickedness. These wicked souls that want to destroy the world, they are the only people that will be happy with this kind of situation. Nobody will be happy. I will not support a nuclear war, because it will not do anybody any good. So why will somebody will come to this channel will be supporting something that it knows that will lead to nuclear holocaust, and you want me to support you in this your suicide journey? Are you insane? Are you mad? You want me to support you, to support Ukraine? I cannot do that, and I cannot encourage people to do that. It is not a good thing. I want this world to continue. I want this world to be a better place. I want peace to reign. Okay? This is my position. You cannot force me to support war. Anything that will kill people, anything that will take life, anything that will destroy this planet, I cannot support it. I'm sorry. If you want to hate me, hate me. But I cannot support it. So if you are that person that have this kind of mentality, you are free to unsubscribe from this channel. Okay? I not go verse. Go and gather with your war ox somewhere where you can be drinking your coffee and planning how to destroy the world, or getting people. Russia is not a bad guy here, okay? It is your leaders in NATO that are the bad people. It is you people that are the bad people here. You are the aggressors here. You are the people that want to enslave everybody. The reason you people want to destroy Russia, because Russia is always opposing your hegemonistic plan of oppressing people all over the world, especially in Africa. Russia is always opposing all those your moves, and you don't like it. If not for Russia, Syria would have fallen a long time ago before Syria fell. A lot of countries that are having problems with terrorism, if not for Russia, the situation would have been much worse in the world. Russia have been counteracting all these your evil plans, and they are not happy that Russia is a stumbling block in the world. After they come for Russia, they are going to go for China next. This is their plan. Everybody knows this plan. So people like us cannot support this plan. So they love destruction. They are the only people that will benefit from the world being destroyed. And we can't allow this to happen. So we cannot support people like you. Okay? So you come to this channel, they are afraid of the world system changing, that if Russia will win the war, they will come after America. Russia will, of course, if Russia become a leader like America, then we make this world more equal for people, which is better than the current system of racism, of few people oppressing everybody. I don't like racism. I'm tired of racism, but some people say racism is their culture. So any system that we destroy white supremacy, that will bring more equality in the world, more fairness, I will support that system. If Russian people will bring it, I will support Russia. If it's China people that will bring it, I will support China. It's as simple as that, because you people don't want the world to be a better place. You want to continue underdeveloping Africa. You want to continue enslaving people with your debts and killing people secretly with your vaccination programs, with all the things you say you are helping people. Yeah, at the same time, they are killing people with all these systems. So all the world system needs to change, and it needs to change to a better form. Okay? So anybody that wants to change it is welcome to change it. Okay, if it's Russia, if it's China, they are all welcome to change it. Me too, I'm welcome to change it too. So I will not support your destructive tendencies of continuous war, endless war. I will not support it. Any kind of war of killing people unjustly, I do not support it, and we do not support it on this channel. This is not the position of this channel. Okay, so if you don't like this kind of thing, you are free to unsubscribe instead of coming to my comment section to be spreading your propaganda or trying to convince me. I will just delete your comments as usual. Okay, so you are free to go, not be quarrel. I agree, not be quarrel. So you are free to go. I will let you go. Okay, then number 5. These people, these negative entities, these white maniacs, they seem to have the characteristics of always filled with greed. They have a lot of money, but they are not satisfied. They are filled with greed, with envy, with jealousy, and with hate. All these are the ingredients of racism, white supremacy, believing that you are superior to other people. If you are really superior to other people, then you will not be fighting them. You will not be doing everything to put them down. Okay, you are not superior. You are inferior. You are inferior. So your inferiority complex is what is making you do evil against people, the good people of the world. Okay, inferiority complex is the issue for the white race. These Caucasians, the NATO leaders, these Nazis, neo-Nazis, they are actually inferior, because superior people will not be destroying the planet. Superior people will know how to live in harmony with the planet. Superior people, we have this love for their planets. love for your fellow humans. But you will not find this love in this Caucasian people, this G7 people, this NATO, they don't have love in them. They don't have it in them. Okay, what they think about is a master-slave relationship, master-slave dealing, where they deal with you, they see themselves automatically. Who told you you have the right to be inferior to you? You think you are superior to everybody? Who told you you have that right? The mentality of the Caucasians is what is destroying the planet today. Instead of living in harmony with the planet, they seek to conquer, dominate the planet. They think that they can make a better planet more than the one God has already made. Now they are trying to run to space. You need to take care of this planet. It belongs to everybody, belongs to the future of everybody. They don't have this mentality because they are hateful. Like maybe they hate God or they hate nature. I don't know what is wrong with these people. So they are just filled with envy, jealousy, and hate for everybody and everything. And it rubs on them. That is why they can't get along with anybody. They cannot get along with African people. They can't get along with Asian people. They can't get along with Arab people. They just cannot get along with anybody. Anywhere they have, there must be problem. There must be problem. Their mentality is to dominate and to steal. Dominate, steal, take any good thing, steal from people, lie to people, cheat people, deceive people. All these are the mentality of these people. Cause war, spread diseases, lie, deceive. Which kind of people are these? And all the time they do this drinking tea and dressing up like say they be better people. What kind of killing machine is this? You will wonder. So don't let their appearance deceive you. When you see them dressing up or on news or talking in microphone, what you are seeing there is a vampire. Okay, a bloodthirsty or humongous or malignant vampire, a cancer on this planet. Don't let their appearance deceive you. They try to dress up, spray perfume, like you think so they be better thing. They not be better thing, they be killers, so evil people, soulless people, soulless. That's the word soulless is better. They not get soul. The human soul is not there. If they have this human soul, they're not going to do this kind of things that they are doing. You're doing this to Russian people. All of them, they Europe together. Wetin Russia do now like this? Wetin Russia do now? If not be wickedness, wickedness, wey for ruku, the deepest form of wickedness. I don't see any reason for this behavior. Even Donald Trump, that is a racist, still gets sense past many of these people. So this is unnecessary, but they still won't do them. Unnecessary evil. These people have a very deep pathological hatred for the planet. They have a very deep hatred for any good thing. These are the kind of people we are living with in this planet. So is there any need to go to hell? All the demons are here on the planet, calling themselves world leaders. These are the people, some of them are watching this channel. Why many of them watch my channel? Because they know that this place is a place of truth. So they come to watch here thinking of how they can block the truth from coming out, or stop it from coming out, or try to corrupt the channel. But they cannot be able to corrupt the channel. I don't know why somebody will be coming here with this kind of hateful mentality, hateful species. I don't just understand. In this world, and at the same time, you prove to be better than me, right? They claim they are in Europe, that Europe is better than Africa. Everything is working for them. Your government, your country. In fact, a lot of Africans are running to Europe thinking they will see a better life. But yet, you will still come to this channel to come and be hanging around. What are you looking for in this channel with this kind of low mentality that you have? This is the question I have for these people. If not, they are trying to come and plant evil on the channel, to come and block the truth from coming out. Here you come to this channel, what you will get is a mirror that will show you your true nature. I will show you yourself in the mirror. This is what you are. A malignant creature that is full of lies, full of deceit. Somebody that is lying to their self. That person can never be loyal to you. already they are lying to themselves, thinking that they are superior people, thinking that they are better people, thinking that their way is the only right way. People that believe in the religion of Christianity, a plagiarized religion that is a fakery of a fake of the originality, a false religion, a false psychology, a false history. Almost everything about these people is fake, is based on lies. How can you trust such a people? Only a maggot will be like this, something that is evil, that is not truthful, that is not original. Only that thing will use lies to be living their life. Everything about these people is all lies, from their history to their religion to their characteristics. Everything around them is lie. It's a lie. How can you trust such people? This is the thing that I am trying to talk about on this channel. So what we need to see is that enough is enough. As a conscious person, you need to be aware of who you are dealing with. Every race have a kind of mentality that is governing them, that is guiding them. These ones are in Europe, the Western Europe, their own mentality is different from the Eastern Europe mentality. It is different from the African people mentality. It is also different from the Chinese people mentality too. When you understand the nature of the thing, out of all of them, it will appear that all the human beings in the world, if you look at all the different race, different people, the ones that are causing the problems the most is this ones from Western Europe, this so-called Caucasian. They call themselves white people, but their hearts is so evil and blackness. These people, there's nothing white about them. Okay, what is about them is maybe we change the white to evil. I don't know, because now evil things that they do for money tonight too. Now witchcraft things that they do for money tonight too. I don't understand these people. They're not that fair in dealing with the rest of the world. And this war, they like war. Okay, they like to steal. They like to lie. They hate peace. They hate truth. This kind of peace, all these things are negative traits. And you will find these traits in the 7 deadly sins. In their so-called Bible: gluttony, sloth, or envy, jealousy. All these things are inside them. So what goodness can you see from this kind of people? All the gifts they are giving is like a Trojan horses. Gift that is packed with something to harm you. They say they want to give you vaccination, they pollute them. They say they want to, they are helping you, they are poisoning you. Anything they give you with one hand, they take back with the other hand. Which kind of characteristics? Now bad people, they behave like this. So we don't need to trust this kind of people. Okay, we don't need to trust them. And any black people that is supporting them, they are the same. Of course, they have people in Africa. We see some of our news channels, they are being sponsored by these people. When you see them give analysis, they try to push their narrative in favor of the Western agenda, that we need to follow these people. They're always trying to tell you indirectly, you must follow these people. They are the right people. You must follow them. You must follow them. All their narrative analysis is to support their world domination, or to support their decision. When you see this kind of people pushing you to follow them, they don't want you to think for yourself. Okay, you follow them into destruction. Support them. Continue to support this war. When it happens, people like Una and I will take head, carry on. Okay, so they say the way you make your bed is the way you lie down on it. And truth is the only weapon that we have in this world. Okay, so we need to be careful of how we deal with these people. This is what I'm trying to say, because a lot of these vampires, they are out here in human form. You have to be careful in dealing with them, because they will destroy you. If you want to marry them, you have to be careful. If you are living in their country, you have to be careful. Once these people see that your spirit is not like them, and they know that you will never be like them, they will do everything in their power to destroy you. If it's involved lying against you, setting you up, stealing from you, oh, this is the way they treat. If you go to abroad, you are, as a black man, you are an endangered species. Okay? If the 3 people commit crime, the suspect is the black man. As far as the black person there is the suspect anytime. You're living like this in their land, you have to be very, very careful. Racism is very, very much alive in the world today. And it is perpetrated by these people that are claiming to be superior people. Okay? So we need to know who we are dealing with. If these people really like you, they will be telling you the truth about life. But how come they hide all the truth about life and they're telling you lie? It means that they don't like you. Okay, there's nothing good you can get from these people. This is what I'm trying to say. You have to be careful with how you deal with them. Okay, for those ones that are still hiding on this channel, there is no hiding place on this channel for witches and wizards. Okay, you go run, we go chase you out of this channel. So this is the thing that I have to say to you. I have said it. These negative entities, they hate truth, they hate peace, they lie a lot, they love destruction, and they are filled with jealousy, envy, and hate. And they also steal. They be thief. So now so that they know them. So if you see this kind of people on the news, just know them, okay? And many of them, they come from the Western Europe. They be white people. That Richard tried to talk. Although black people still join too. Okay, we get many black people, we don't join them. These fake pastors, corrupt politicians, many of our people that have sold their soul to the devil for 30 pieces of silver, they still join there too. So you need to know how all these people they behave and protect yourself. So this is what I have to say today on this channel. Questions or comments are welcome. Like and share this video. If you like me, you not share the video will share itself. And of course, subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the enable all notification sign. When you hit that enable all notifications, anytime I post something, you will get the notification. This is the point. If I post articles about African philosophy, our cosmology, you will get them instantly. Yeah, you can learn about the truth of Africa, the things they don't teach you in school, they don't teach in the church. These are the things I teach about, the history they are hiding from you that they only teach in their secret society. I post all these things on this channel so that people will know them. Okay, I also talked about a range of topics here, from spirituality, metaphysics to politics. You will learn many things about African spirituality on this channel that you cannot get anywhere else. And if you like to read, so far I've written 3 books on this subject. This one is on quantum physics. If you want to know about quantum physics, which is the Western topic for the study of the invisible world, and African spirituality, which is the study of the invisible world, the invisible particles of nature, the things you don't see with the naked eye, I have written this book. Here we talk about things like ancestors, deities, entities, these things that exist in the other aspect, the other realm, spectrum, that people deal with every day. How to make contact with them. Here I cover topic as the origin of religion, time and space travel. I covered nuclear physics, quantum physics, plasma physics, and negative space, negative time, and sacred space, classification of deities, dark matter consciousness, the nature of God. All these and many deep topics covered in this book. This book will help you to know all these things with a lot of scientific evidence, of course. Then if you want to know how to do spells, walking in the shadow of the gods is here for you. Yeah, I talked about spells that will help you for health, different aspects of health, for love, for protection, for general well-being. Over 200 powerful African spells are here. This book will increase your capacity, will increase your knowledge, and it will help you solve many problems that you will solve with very big money. You have this book, you just go there, do the spell inside this book, and you solve the problem. Then if you want to know about the Kemetic and deities, the ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses, these are the pioneers of civilization. Deities like Amen-Ra, like Ampu, Anubis, and Set, they are here. Teotic, how to get them into your consciousness. I put in the spells that you can do. I talked about the Ori, I talked about Eshu. I covered so many topics here, powerful topics that will open your eyes, that you can go into deep African spirituality if we balance your skills. This book is inspired by the deities of Kemet, our African spirits. So if you want to go into African spirituality, real hardcore African spirituality, this is the book that is waiting for you. Whispers of Amente, Pathways to Ascension. We teach you how to ascend, so that you can balance your skills in this lifetime, and you can start fulfilling and mastering your destiny. And it's a book that everybody needs. Okay, it will solve many problems in your life. So you can get this book for me. I also have a 6 months program where I teach African spirituality, from the history to the science to the metaphysics and the hardcore spirituality. You will know everything you need to know about this subject in 6 months. It's a master class. You can register. Of course, it's not free. I dey charge money. For those people where they think are free, nothing they free for you. There's no free lunch. Okay? African spirituality needs investment and development. So you have to pay for these courses for it to get value and for us to continue. So I hope you understand. They say that when and wash and I both hands they clean. Okay? So a lot of people don't want to um, involve themselves, invest in African spirituality. They want it for free. That's why it's not developing. Okay, they work like that. People that build the pyramids, people that make all those artifacts, you see, they use money to make it. Nowadays, we are getting back to our knowledge. We need to also support people that are bringing the knowledge to bear, so that they can continue to grow. Okay, if you not support them, how they want to continue? You want me to go thief, or you want me to go do other things? So try to support people that are doing the work. If you don't want to support me, you can support other people that you think that they are doing the work. Okay, it is the same thing. We must support each other to grow. That is why I cannot do my programs for free. I already have a lot of free stuff on the channel already, that we also benefit people. But if you feel that you have need to support me more, you can join my program. You can buy my books. I also sell spiritual items, meditation beads, miracle stone, thunderstone, cowries, native shocks, different kind of herbs and perfumes. I sell all these things on this channel. You can patronize me too. It is part of supporting the system, helping me to help you. So I hope that you will do the needful. If you can donate, you can also donate too. All those who join, but we move forward. This is the most important thing. If you cannot still do any of those things, you can watch the channel, share the channel. A lot of materials and resources here will help you grow. We explain what is happening in the real world in reality, how it affects us, how it affects the spirituality, how it can make you grow, or it will offer insights into the nature of things for you. So we come together here to fuse and share knowledge and expand our consciousness. This is the whole essence of this channel, the idea of this channel. Okay, so try to fit into one of these places and make your mark and see what you can benefit from this program as well. So I thank you very much for watching today. For those people that have been supporting me, I am very, very grateful and delighted, and the ancestors will continue to bless you. I thank you very much. And questions or comments are welcome. Of course, if you have genuine questions, you have things you want to ask, you can write them in the comment section. I will treat them. If you have topics you want me to talk about, you can write them on the comment section. I will treat those topics. If you have treated them before, I will paste the link to those topics for you so that you can get the information you are looking for. We do that here. If you want to do consultations, oracle tarot consultations, you can also contact me for that one. And apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. One love.